Read.
But being high priest that year,
But him being high priest that year,
he prophesied
what did he prophesy?
that Jesus should die for that nation,
For that nation, meaning Israel.
and not for that nation only,
Hold on. Remember, that was the point that you're making. You said, wait, he didn't just die for that nation. He said, not that nation only, but who?
but that also he should gather together in one the children of God.
So, when he says not that nation only, he's talking about the all 12 tribes. Because if we know Bible history, we know in the book of Kings, there was a split. This was one nation. This was one nation. This was known as the southern kingdom. This was known as the northern kingdom. This was known as the kingdom of Judah. This was known as the kingdom of Israel.
These were known as Jews. These were known as Gentiles.
It's a word.
Chapter 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel.
Well, yet, meaning in that last day, when Christ comes to redeem, he's going to choose who?
Israel, and set them in their own land.
And set them in their own land. When you say own land, does that mean everybody together, or does that mean separation? Separation. But this is the kingdom of heaven that we're reading about. Keep reading.
And the strangers shall...
That's the reason why Christ came, to bring people together.
Wait, so hold on. So you are saying that Christ did not agree with the prophets?
Prophets. What about the prophets?
We're reading what Isaiah said. Remember,
But I'm saying, what about the prophets?
read it again.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Remember, this is a vision that God gave to Isaiah. He's seeing the kingdom of heaven. Keep reading.
And will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
Read.
And the strangers,
The other nations,
shall be joined with them.
How?
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them.
the house of Israel shall what?
Shall possess them. And the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
How is Israel going to dwell with the heathen?
Shall possess them and the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
For servants and handmaids. Read.
And they shall take them captives, who captives they were.
Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Wait a minute. But now we're confused when we get to John chapter 3. But hold on. Let's get Christ now. Give me Matthew chapter 5, 17. Give me Matthew 5, 17.
For that one, D.
Well, I wasn't ready. What are you talking about? I'm not trying to debate with y'all.
No, I got you, because you know what? I like the. You listen. I can see the confusion, because guess what? A lot of us have to go through that too.
Right.
Because we were raised in the church and we just know what people are telling us.
Right.
But we don't know what the Bible actually says. Read that Matthew 5, 17.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17.
What color are the letters that you're reading?
Red.
So who's speaking?
Right.
Read.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So Christ said, I didn't come to change anything that Isaiah said. I didn't come to change anything that Amos said. I came to fulfill what was written of me. Keep reading.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
Till heaven and earth pass. Heaven and earth is still here. This is earth, right? That's the heavens up there, right? I can see it. It didn't pass yet. Keep reading.
One jot or one tittle
Not one cross T, not one dotted I.
shall in no wise pass from the law.
Meaning, nothing changed from what Isaiah said. As long as there's a ground under our feet and a sky over our head, nothing that we read about in the scriptures has changed. Keep reading.
Till all be fulfilled.
Till what?
Till all be fulfilled.
All has not been fulfilled yet. Remember, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, these men prophesied to the end times. All that hasn't been fulfilled yet. These men prophesied of World War III. We haven't seen it yet. These men have prophesied of nuclear terror coming upon the earth, upon the whole face of the earth. We haven't seen it yet. They have prophesied of the children of Israel, the real Jews, being taken back into their own land. We haven't seen it yet. They prophesied of Christ's return. We haven't seen that yet. So all has not been fulfilled. So now, that means that what Isaiah said is still in effect. Christ didn't change it. All that means is that we're confused of what Christ was saying. Because watch this, give me that in John. What is that? John, is it 7:45? When he spoke to
Caiaphas?
Caiaphas.
That's it. No, John 11.
9?
11:45.
11:45.
Yes, sir.
11:45.
John, chapter.
Now this is the same book of John. Remember, we read John 3. But now let's jump further into the book of John, into John chapter 11.
Right, start at 47. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles.
So now these are rulers of Israel, the chief men of Israel. They counseled together and said, what do we do? Because this guy's doing miracles. They're talking about Christ. They say, how are we going to deal with Christ? Read.
Verse 48, if we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
Now when it says all men, remember who are they talking about? It says all men.
Yeah.
But who are they talking about?
They're talking to the people that are in the room, which is probably the people down in the temple or
Hold on, no, read the verse 1 again. Right, verse 47 again.
Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we?
So now the chief priests and Pharisees, these are Israelites, right? Israelites. Keep reading now, verse 48.
48.
Jews.
49 is a point.
Yeah. 48 again.
Okay. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
So now, who's the all men that they're worried about? You think that the Pharisees and the chief priests that they're worried about, the Ammonites and the Edomites? Who are they worried about when they say all men? Are they worried about the actual Romans? No, they're worried about the Israelites.
That's right.
They're worried about the Jews. Read that part again.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
Read.
And the Romans shall come and take away.
And the what?
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
So now they're worried about losing their position. They're not worried about the Romans. They're worried about the Romans taking away their position. Keep reading.
Verse 49. And one of them named Caiaphas,
Now one of the chief priests named Caiaphas,
being the high priest, the same year, said unto
he was the
them,
high priest that year. What did he say?
ye know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people.
Wait, it's expedient for us that one man, because he knew the prophecy, one man should die for the who?
For the people.
Which people is he talking about? Do you think he's talking about everybody? Now this is the high priest of Israel. Do you think he's talking about everybody when he says the people? He's talking about Israel, right? Keep reading.
And that the whole nation.
And that the what?
Whole nation.
That whole world
Perish not.
perish not.
And this spake he not of himself.
This, he didn't speak of himself. Read.
But being high priest that year,
But him being high priest that year,
he prophesied
what did he prophesy?
that Jesus should die for that nation.
For that nation, meaning Israel.
And not for that nation only.
Hold on. Remember, that was the point that you're making. You said, wait, he didn't just die for that nation. He said, not that nation only, but who?
But that also he should gather together in one the children of God.
So, when he says not that nation only, he's talking about the all 12 tribes. Because if we know Bible history, you know in the book of Kings, there was a split. This was one nation. This was one nation. This was known as the southern kingdom. This was known as the northern kingdom. This was known as the kingdom of Judah. This was known as the kingdom of Israel. These were known as Jews. These were known as Gentiles. That's Bible history. That's Bible history we don't learn in the church. But guess what? A lot of pastors know that. A lot of them know that, but they're not going to teach it. You know why? Mess with their money. If I'm teaching that all nations can't be saved, what's the chance of you to come give me money? If I'm teaching that if you don't keep God's laws, statutes, commander, you're not going to get inherit the kingdom of the kingdom in everlasting life. What's the chance you're going to give me money?
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, The mission expands. On the airways, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.